Today we're going to look at the right there on the toque, the Trans Canada Brewing Company from right here in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Chose for two reasons today to highlight this brewery. One is it's a nice beer, and I haven't focused on them yet. The other reason is it's a really cold day, and I just get to wear this toque. You know, I like to, if I have some swag from the brewery, I like to wear it during the show to sort of support them. And I don't have any shirts or anything, but I got the toque. It came with a pom-pom, but that fell off like within a couple days, which I'm okay with. I'm not really big on pom-poms. I know it's a really controversial statement, but you know, pom-poms. All right. So we're going to start off. I'm going to do two beers today. One is going to be from their standard line of beers, their core beers, the ones that you always find in bottles and cans at the brewery or even at your local liquor mart, beer vendors, wherever you want to go and get some beer. So first off is the Bluebeary. Bluebeary. Look at that guy. Raw. Yeah, it's you know, he said, enough of this Coca-Cola shit. I'm having a beer. The first time I liked a blueberry flavored beer was one of these. I've tried a few from a few different places. Not a huge fan normally. But you know, it's part of the core beers from Trans Canada. I got like a variety pack and it was in there, and I was pleasantly surprised. So here we go. It's got a nice color, right? Like a nice golden color, right? Like it doesn't, maybe a little darker than, you know, like a lager or something, but you know, it looks like just a standard ale. I should turn that around. You got the logo on there too, right? Yeah, that's by the way, my favorite beer glass. More places got to do these 20-ounce glasses because it holds like the whole like giant can of beer. You know, like it's like a proper pint. Love these glasses. Anyway, kind of a sweet smell, but you don't get the blueberry right away. Like, I'm not necessarily smelling blueberry. Maybe a little bit, actually. Now I'm back in there. Yeah, you do get a little bit. But it's welcoming. So I'm gonna have a sip. Let's see how this goes. Yeah. So what I like about this is you don't get the blueberry immediately. There's just this blueberry finish that it's not overly sweet. Yeah, it's really good. I know a lot of people who really like this. So let's take a look at the can, see what it's got to say. This is a wheat beer with added natural blueberry flavor. Subtle berry notes on the nose and palate. It's a well-balanced ale with a refreshing finish. So yeah, that's the thing I noticed with this, is a lot of times if I get a beer with sort of a blueberry or other kind of fruit flavor, sometimes the fruit flavor is a little, I don't know, artificial. Like it tastes a little like more like candy. It tastes like a, a blueberry candy, but this doesn't. It tastes just like a fresh blueberry that finishes off the beer. It's really, really nice. What else is this? It's 5% alcohol. It's 15 IBUs. Yeah, it's quite nice. So a little bit about Trans Canada Brewing Company. They're kind of located South Winnipeg. They have an amazing tap room. They serve pizza. I honestly haven't tried the pizza yet, but when I talk about that place with people, that's often what they bring up is how good the pizza is. They also have a really, really good merch store. Like if you these guys really went all out with their merchandise. You can get all kinds of swag from these guys. Let's just take a little look at their store because it's really cool. But like they got all kinds of really good stuff, like so many different hat styles. They've got a vintage hockey jersey. I really want the vintage hockey jersey. I just think that is so cool. It works so well with their brand. I mean, you think Canada, you think hockey. But yeah, very, very nice. And it's got the number 17 in their inaugural seasons. I'm Didn't fully do any research here today, but I'm going to say that 2017 was when they were founded. That feels about right to me. But yeah, all kinds of different shirts. They got socks. They got all kinds of stuff. Soaps. They got a flight board. Yeah, they got a really, really good merch store. I highly recommend going in there and checking out. If if we're at a point, I think we're at a point now where you can go in and check out their store, or order online. They deliver not only within city limits, but to select areas outside of the city. So if you're watching this from, say, like Brandon or something, you can get their beer delivered to you. It's like a certain day of the week they deliver outside of city limits. I don't know how far it reaches, but obviously here, if you're in Thompson, you're still screwed. But they also have a country sour series. If you like sour beers, they've put out all kinds of flavors. Kind of hit and miss. Some are like outstanding. Some are just like way too sour for my tastes. I'm not a huge fan of sour beers, but some are fantastic. And I'm just taking this moment in this public forum to say, if anyone from Trans Canada Brewing is watching this, if you could find it in your hearts to make that melon sour again. They did it like spring 2020. They had this melon country sour. It was so good. It's one of my favorite beers I've tried in a long time. It was just so refreshing. So hashtag bring back melon sour. Let's make this a thing. Okay, so there we go. Okay, what else are we going to try? All right, so now we're going to move on to a brown ale. It's part of their seasonal series, the Barkeep Brown Ale. It is 5.5% alcohol, 20 IBUs. And that's the noise it makes when you open. Hopefully I didn't get beer all over my computer with that dramatic opening. All right, let's check out this pour. So brown ale is going to be something like along the lines of like, I guess more your British style beers, like something like a Newcastle is a brown ale. I remember back in the 90s when I did some home brewing, the only thing I could get right was a brown ale that I used to make. So yeah, I've got a long-standing relationship with brown ales. I really enjoy them. So this is one of their seasonal beers, and it is available right now. I'm filming this in February, and this is one that they do in the winter time. So depending when you watch this, may or may not be available. But their seasonals do come back, and yeah, this it's quite nice. So you can see like a bit of a creamy head on top, and a very dark color. Right, you want to hold it under the light. It's pretty dark. Like you can see just how dark that is. Right. I mean, in that light, it almost looks like a Guinness or something, but it's not as heavy as that. It's not a stout. All right, let's give this one a sip. It's a nice, like, Sunday afternoon sipping beer kind of a thing. Definite sweetness to it, which again is kind of characteristic of this style of beer. Let's see if there's any other information they can give us. What's the little story on the side here? What'll it be? 3 simple words that you long to hear from your local barkeep. Wow, in these times where I haven't actually been to a bar in a while, that actually hits home. He's been pouring a traditional English-style brown ale at your neighborhood pub for you as long as you can remember. Those familiar notes of roasted chocolate, espresso, and dark cherry, along with friendly fruity aromas and a light-hearted carbonation, combine to deliver a warm welcome that will make you feel like you're amongst friends, no matter where you are. And it's got this beautiful artwork, right? Like all of Trans Canada stuff. It's just really, really nice artwork on it. Like I really like these kind of beers because they are very, very warming, and it does remind me of going to the neighborhood pub and stuff like that, especially like with the winter time. I've got I can associate a lot of really good memories with being in the pub, like right before Christmas, and that's what this sort of tastes like to me. Yeah, I'm gonna sip on this one for a little while today. Anyway, stay safe, drink local. Once again.